Hey, what's up, guys?
Sports fans? Oh, I like that.
Oh,
I'm trying to jump out of my hands.
hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jessica's like, I'm on the camera, I'm not on the camera. Hey, what's up, guys? So, you know, this has been a trying month. Bunch of stuff going on, not all of it good. And we'll bring you up to speed on that at some point. But anyways, it's a nice day out today. It was super cold this morning, but we got good sunshine. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. Can't see my breath. Just a tiny little breeze and clear skies. It's going to be a nice day. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but I'm standing here in front of this beautiful piece of machinery, 11. And you know, as usual, my lack of knowledge has brought me to a spot that kind of sucks a little bit, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Anyways, so I've never read the instruction manual on installing Jake brakes, or, you know, put it on the clutch, or, you know, doing other things. So, you know, I just let my mechanical abilities guide me through the ups and downs of working on stuff. But anyways, one of the subscribers jumped up in the comments the other day and was like, James, you're messing up. You got to use the special bolt, special adjusting bolt. Can't use the factory ones. Careful. And so I whipped open the instruction manual for these Jakes, and he's correct. It does say that. So the problem is, in my mind, I can't wrap my mind around how it can affect it. So I have ran this motor a whole bunch already. They say that damage can be done if you don't switch that thing out. I imagine Jacob's brake systems knows what they're talking about. And so we're gonna jump up here. We're gonna wheel some stuff apart. We're gonna take this middle Jake brake apart, and we're gonna assess that information, and we'll give it a look. But see, the bad thing is the back Jake and the center Jake are both done, and I'm gonna have to take out that piece of cowling inside the truck now, and that's gonna suck because I think that's a pretty big job. But let me get this middle one off. Let's get a look in there. Let's get to the bottom of look. I'll get you as close as I can, and let's get to the bottom of this and get a remedy. I wonder what you guys can see up there. Looks like you might be able to see some stuff. Oh boy, that's not what we don't want to see. That stuff, that's for sure. Oh boy, I can see this being one of them disasters. You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's try you right there and see if you can stay filming. Not really sure how it's going to work out. Best thing I can do is just do it and hope that you're watching. Mama? I don't think Mama's out here anymore. I want to get this thing. I got all the coolant hoses on, and I really want to get this thing watered up and get it warmed up. But now that I know something could be wrong with the top end, I don't want to run it for an extended period of time. I've already run it a lot, and so but that was before I knew anything could possibly be wrong with it. and so I don't want to induce any big damage. I don't want to do this job again. I mean, there's been the chance that I could have to do this job again anyway, because this engine was not known to be unbroken, right? So all right, so you know, and I got all this stuff up there, and it's gonna be a real pain in the ass to get this thing off of here and access this valve cover. Okay, and I think these are 1/2 inch. Yeah, I see the problem. Yeah, so what happens is, yeah, how these jakes fire is when the injector comes up. Yeah, this sucks. This really sucks. I don't know that I can get that back one out. Yep, that sucks. It's a big deal. I see exactly what he means. I see what the problem is. When the when you hit the jakes, the solenoid opens, puts oil pressure in, and then when the injector push rod comes up, it pushes the rocker up, and the injector rocker hits the plunger, and that fires the jake. And yep, it's a big deal. Yep, I can see what the problem can be. And what'll happen is, because it's a because that's a sharp top, it can wear that plunger out, and it's not going to stick anything, but it is going to wear that plunger out. Now I have a choice. I can fix this one, because I can get this one apart. I can do the front one when I get another 425 jake, or I can leave it how it is and not use the jakes at all. Because do we really need the jakes today? No. Can we let it run? And I imagine that is so crazy, isn't it? Who would have thought? I never thought to think about what told the jake to fire. I just guess I just let it be magic and not think about it. So it's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt anything to run it. It's not going to hurt anything to run it without the jakes. And so maybe we just won't mess with the jakes right now. And then when we get the new 425 housing, we can we'll just take a day and we'll let the hood down, we'll take this off till we can get in there, and we'll take the jakes off, all of them. We'll figure out how to get that cowl cover off, and There's a wire right here that I didn't, I don't know what it goes to. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll put this valve cover on. It won't hurt anything to run the engine. And it actually would run the Jakes just fine. And I really do need to replace the rubber seal. But I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% positive that I can get these, I'm 77% positive that I can get these Jakes off in the truck. 77% positive. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to move you back over here and tighten you up and bring you down a little bit. And I'm going to go get the hose. And I'm going to water this truck up. I'm going to make a quick assessment. We could have all kinds of water leaks. So we're definitely going to use water to start with. And I think I should take these two valves out and plug them. Let's see how easy or how not easy that's going to be. We're just going to hook up this, I don't even know why it's there, air line. Let the bubbles out. I don't really know what its goal is, but for now we're just going to use this 5/16 stuff. We'll get a right size hose clamp. You know, in the field you got to use whatever ridiculousness you have, and sometimes you think, oh, that'll work, and then you're putting a motor in, you know, because it really isn't going to work. But come on now, there it goes. And I don't think this line's big enough. That other nipple was smaller, but this one's bigger, so yeah, this one is definitely 3/8. That one on the radiator is definitely 5/16. So we'll be back. All right. It doesn't really have water in it. I don't know where it's going. There's just no way that that filled that engine up. No way at all possible. Well, no, it just doesn't seem like it took enough water. But we're gonna do up this air governor, and I'm gonna have to call for tech support. All right, so I'm just putting the air governor on. I don't know which way would be best, but we'll. I just don't know which, I don't know what it needs as far as fittings, because you know this one didn't have a governor on it. I think this green line is supposed to go to it, because that feels like some air. Maybe that should go to res, and then this should go to unloader. But I don't 100% know. I'm going to see if there's some air chucks on this thing that I can tap into. Oh, I'll see ya. Yeah, why wouldn't they put them, you know, up underneath the cab so a guy couldn't get to them? We got to come up with a plan. So, it's not building air. It'll only build air to about 25 pounds. I was able to fill the tank and maintain the tank. But the other side won't build. I'm not really sure why. Maybe something's disconnected underneath, maybe something's leaking, but we'll have to get after that. But look at that oil pressure, 40 pounds. I don't think the water temp working yet, and it did have a secondary water temp gauge that is no longer working either. So we'll have to see. Alright, so what we're doing here is we are cleaning up the top of the transmission, and we're doing new lines. We got to get that red one off of there, and we got these lines up here, and we're just putting new ferrules on, new nuts, and then we'll get a gasket on there, get that top put in, and then replumb up that shifter and see if we can get the air leaks fixed. It's hard to show you what I'm doing in here. All right, so I think the hardest job for me anyways is getting the shifter on, you know, getting it in there.
You want pizza and wings?
Yeah, that's fine. Why does this not work? It's like, seriously. I just don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? This is just not the funnest job in the world. I'm sure there's a magic trick. I mean, you gotta have the thing in the center, right? And then you get it in there. This is the hardest job I've ever done. This, like, I tried to do it in Betty, and it was just as much a pain in the ass. I don't know why it's difficult. It shouldn't be difficult.
Oh, I remember when we did it in one of the trucks over on that side.
Yeah. It's just, I don't understand why it has to be so damn hard.
You sold the bike.
Gave it away. But at least it's not in the shop anymore.
But you've only paid $1,000.
I know.
Yeah, well, it's a lot emptier in the shop over yonder.
Yep, I need to get rid of that bike lift. That'll make me happy.
Many minutes later.
You know, it's super weird. Like the shifter tower on 11 was just wore out and it wouldn't stay in. The stick would just pop out of it. So I went to get another one, but because the way that stick was made, couldn't be rebuilt, so I had to get a new one. And check this out. So there's a stick down there. Problem is, here's the floor right above it, right? So this is where the stick goes, but it's way back there. And the old stick was welded to the shifter tower. And so I'm not really sure what to do about that, but this stick I thought I'd just cut a hole in the floor and use this stick, but the problem is that the stick would have to be right here and it would have to go back pretty far, and there's a floor brace right in here, so I can only go back a couple inches. I don't think it's enough to make it happen, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing about that. Probably trying to weld that other stick onto something that'll slide over this and bolt on. Alright guys, so here's the situation. We're gonna custom make a shifter. The shifter that was on the truck was custom made, and now I'm custom making this one. It's not gonna be in a real good spot. You're gonna have to reach for it, but for right now it's what we're gonna have. We're gonna get a new one of these and we'll make something happen, but for now I'm just gonna take this Arc Captain MiG 200 and weld this up and make it rock and roll, because as Chad says, we doing it. Let me get you where you can see. All right, we're just gonna weld this thing up. And this is what we got right here. And it's not going to be the strongest thing in the world, but it's going to get us by. And that's really what we need right now, is to be able to get by. Started to melt that rubber. We got her quenched pretty quick. And you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. This ain't perfect, but it's going to shift gears. And that's what we're looking for. All right, so let's see what we got right now. All right, so we just put the shifter on there. We're just going to tighten up this bolt right here, and this will keep her all centered and tight and all. All right, there we go. Now we'll put this gasket back on, we'll put this back on, and we'll bring you in there and let you see it. All right.
Many minutes later.
All right, guys, so we got a shifter up in there. It isn't pretty. that's for sure. But it'll get us by. I'll find a shifter that's offset like that online. But for now, I'm going to put the airlines on and put the shifter handle on and the boot back on, and then we'll start on the drive shafts. We'll bring it back. So what we're going to do is we're going to screw this handle on. And then we'll get up under there and we'll hook up those airlines. Like this. Okay. And then turn this thing, get her snug. Okay. Alright guys, so this pink right here, I think it's a pink. Nope, might not be. Might be screwing up. Yeah, it's a pink. This pink is no good, and it's got to go. It's got to turn to black. So we're going to shoot this black down in there. What we was doing, we just got 2 steer tires dropped off for this, you know, $600 that I didn't want to spend, but this truck's got to be, I need those 2 fronts on the rear, and well, you know what they say, we doing it. I mean, that's what Chad says. I don't know if that's what they say, but Chad says that, so we doing it. You know, is what it is. Gotta spend money to get these trucks moving. People want to see them on the road, and so do I. All right, now we're gonna go under the truck, and hopefully there's enough down there. We'll take this ferrule in my mouth. I'll go down there. Let's see. Is there a black one right here? Sure enough is. And then we'll come through just like that one did. Come through right there. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to air this truck up real quick. And if it airs up, then we're going to set the shoe joint in. And be done with that. All right, let's see. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get underneath here and pump it through. get the transmission end in, and then we'll push it up and put the what's in. And then we got to put some gear oil in this transmission because I don't think it'll last long empty. It is empty. So straddle this thing, and I don't think I can straddle it and pick it up, so I'll have to do it from the side. And just pick it up and put it in there. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. And we'll get some straps. Put it on. Okay, now, yeah, we're gonna try not to bust our ass, and gonna lay down, and we're gonna I don't really know, I don't remember how this goes, but I think what happens is yeah, this goes on here like this, and then yeah, then you bench press this, and then this goes on this. And I think a guy can put this all together and bench press the whole mess, you know, like that. And I think that's how it goes, right like that. Yeah, and then the guy just bench presses that and puts some bolts in it. I mean, that's the way a tough guy'd do it, so that's the way we're going to do it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put these bolts right here. Let's get a look and see just what this thing's gonna taste like when we get these. Okay. 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 Yeah. 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 Okay, and I think if a guy can get that started, oh boy, it tastes great. Less filling. Okay, and then if a guy can get this other one, yeah. If you guys don't think this is heavy, come on over. We'll get you under here and let you do this drive shaft yourself. Okay. Whew. That was nice. Great taste. Less filling, you know what I mean? And then this drive shaft's gonna go this way, and I gotta put that joint in there. That's gonna be a whole lot of loving fun, if y'all know what I mean. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm starting to think that's not the right strap. Because otherwise, why would I have, you know? All right, so we're gonna have to investigate a little bit. So here's what I'm thinking. So when I was taking this truck home, we're driving down the road and a yoke flipped off of here because there was no nut. Somebody borrowed the nut and the yoke went flying. And I thought it was this yoke. I picked up a yoke and I thought it was this one, but it can't be because this one doesn't take straps. Straps meaning straps up for that style U-joint. And this truck has in it 4 straps and 8 bolts. 2, 4, 6, 8. So the yoke is a strap type yoke. So we are going to have to figure out what to do. I don't think this is the style yoke. Let's go to the Trailblazer and have us a peek, shall we? All right, fellas. So I'm going to stick these wheels on real quick, and yeah. Yep. It's finally. Okay. All right. Come on now, come on. Come on. Yeah. All right. Crazy. Okay, watch yourself. Didn't go. Oh, there it did. I hate doing tires without a cage. I've seen too much dangerous shit on the internet. Okay. Jessica went to get me some batteries. I just don't want to overinflate those things. You guys know how dangerous tires are. And I'd like to get these cleaned up and put on that truck tomorrow. I go out to JP's and see if we can find the proper yoke for the differential, because that's going to keep us from driving it. I thought I had it. I'm hoping that we just made a mistake and returned the wrong one to JP, and that we can find the thing. That would be super cool. Hopefully I get these tires right. I'd hate to have to take them back off because that sucked, but I didn't see a rotation arrow on here. And I would think if there was one, a guy would see it. I don't see any evidence of a rotation arrow, so that's good. These are decoupled. They're actual. What you looking for, Mama?
Knife.
How about?
Cut those open.
How about just?
Yeah, it says you need a knife.
How many does it take?
2.
How about that?
No. You just cut the plastic on the top, not the barrier.
There's one. Take off that tape. Oh, that's what it says anyways. My thumb is just not strong enough. You know what?
Yep.
I wanted to. Let's see. What we got, fellers? Oh, this thing's got 1,000,000 miles to go. I'm glad I decided to fill it up because, or to check it, because if I'd have left it with 30 pounds overnight, it might not have had enough to stay sealed.